Previously on South Africa versus Australia. It was the series that everybody was waiting for. The Aussies had just beaten a lackluster bunch of Poms at home, and the South Africans had done the same against India. Virat Kohli had the last laugh though, with the South Africans injured, out of form, and with more questions than answers. The Aussies wanted the stump mics turned down. The first test took place in Durban in front of 7 people, where the Aussies were in control on the field, but out of control off it. Faf du Plessis was in a towel. Nathan Lyon ran AB de Villiers out. He then dropped the ball on him. The Aussies rejoiced as they won by 118 runs. The off-field spat was allegedly started by Quinton de Kock, who allegedly had something rather horrible to say about David Warner's wife Candice. Steve Smith said that he heard it and that Quinton de Kock had crossed the line. The Aussies now become the owners of the line. Quinton de Kock said that it was first David Warner who started with the verbal abuse. Steve Smith said he heard nothing untoward and that Warner had not crossed the line. This does go to prove though the Aussies, well, they're very good at giving it, but they sure as hell cannot take it at all. The ICC stepped in and they fined de Kock. They also fined Warner, plus gave Warner 3 demerit points. Nathan Lyon was also fined after he dropped the ball onto AB de Villiers. On to Port Elizabeth for the second test, and a few more fans than the first test. The band was there too, but umpire Dalmasina told the band to quieten down a little bit. Local fans made Sonny Bill Williams masks because it was revealed that Candice Warner, back in the day, was taken at the chuff by Sonny Bill Williams in the bogs of a Sydney nightclub. Australian media outraged by the slut-shaming of Candice Warner, a situation made worse by Cricket South Africa officials posing with fans in the Sonny Bill Williams masks. Cricket South Africa apologises. Rabada is an absolute wrecking ball to the Aussies. He dismisses Steve Smith, and on doing so brushes shoulders with him ever so slightly. This innocent exchange leads to absolute chaos, however, as the ICC say that Rabada is guilty of a Code 2 offence, making deliberate contact with the batsman, and that he will be banned. AB de Villiers bats like an absolute god, saving South Africa in the first innings. Rabada then continues to be an absolutely incredible bowler. He bowls Mitchell Marsh out in the second innings. Mitchell Marsh then calls him a cunt. South Africa win the test by 6 wickets. Mitchell Marsh is fined for calling Rabada a cunt. Rabada is indeed then banned. Jeff Crow during that match gives him 3 demerit points, which together with 5 existing demerit points make a grand total of 8 demerit points, which then leads to a 2-match ban. Everybody then calls Jeff Crow a cunt. Despite the ban, Rabada is quite chilled. Both teams then head to Cape Town for a week off. Rabada then appeals his ban. Advocate Dalian Mpofu then steps up to represent him. The ICC appoint an independent commissioner, but Mpofu then wins the case. Rabada is absolutely overjoyed by the verdict, as is Faf du Plessis. Aussie media remain outraged. All eyes now lead to Cape Town and the third test.